Hey everyone, Chef Dean here. I know a lot of you guys don't know who I am, but I'm with the Big Orange Food Truck, and I've been asked by Miss Meland to make a video trying to help out with doing some things for the week. So a little bit about me, guys. I went to culinary school in Michigan, and I also went to a school that specialized in hotel and restaurant management. So I've had, I'm going to date myself here, but 20 years of experience through getting my culinary degree and my hotel and restaurant management degree. I just wanted to share with you guys how I got started in this industry. And the truth of it is, when I was in school, I didn't have iPads and things like that, like you guys did. But we did a lot of paperwork, and I knew that was not for me. And I've always been cooking because it was a big part of our family's what we did. We got together, we cooked, we ate together. It was always fun. It was always such stuff like that. And I've always dreamed of having. When I was 14, I wanted a taco truck. So my vision has somewhat changed over the years, but I've always wanted to have a food truck, like even before food trucks were cool. So that is just something I've always known. So our industry, a lot of the people that are in our industry, I should say, have a dislike of doing paperwork, like myself. So when I say that, like people that do have like ADD or ADHD, they do really well in our industry. So people that do struggle with paperwork or having to do computer work, it feels like it's so exhausting, it takes so much out of you. That is the type of person that I would say, hey, check out the culinary industry, check out the hotel, the restaurant management, some of that sort. It's very engaging. You are not able to daydream. You're able to put all your energy and focus into one thing. And I'm here to tell you guys, like, if you do struggle with paperwork and doing computer work, there's a whole nother plan for you, I promise. And mine happened to be culinary, and ask me questions. I'd love to hear them. And I can answer why I feel this is great for me and see if that is something that could help tie you into how this happened. Just because I knew doing paperwork was never anything I was going to be not just good at, but I would never like doing it. So if you go to work every single day and you enjoy what it is you do, you literally look forward to going to work. I know that sounds funny, but truly enjoy everything you do, okay? So, I was told to let you know something about the industry. The industry that we're in typically is not the 9-to-5 position that some people have come to accustom themselves with. Bankers, people that work at call centers, they're fortunate enough to have a lot of those options. With us, our busy times are either going to be lunch, which 11 to 1, 2 o'clock, or dinner, which is 5 to 8 o'clock. A lot of places they are doing a late night, so you get some late night party crowd. That being said, you need to work those hours. So something about this industry, if waking up in the morning isn't for you, this might be something that you want to look into. If you like going into work, staying busy and leaving, and it seems like it was a flash of an eye, this industry might be for you. Also, with that being said, your hours in the industry aren't typically the 40-hour work week. It's very custom for them to start at 50 hours for management at our industry. So that's something that takes a little bit of getting used to. So getting to work at, 8 o'clock, leaving at 7 o'clock isn't unusual. And that's just the industry itself, not just food trucks and such, but more everything. But I will say, like a typical day in the life in the food truck, like if we need to be at an event at 11 o'clock, I have to be up, ready to roll, usually around 7:30. And I want the truck to be on the road by 9:30, and that means we're running behind if we're at 9:30. We leave at 9:30. I like to leave at 9, so when we get there we can have everything turned on, have every station set up so we're ready to go at 11. And if you wait too long, nothing's going to be ready, which is unfortunate, but it has happened before. So we try to eliminate that from happening. And then usually we try and set up a second event for the day. So if we have our lunch, we'll go to our next event, and typically after we close down, clean everything up, move, go to the next place, open that up. It's already 4:30, 5 o'clock. Well, 4:30. So we have a little bit of time before we get our rush for dinner. And that gives us extra chance to get some prep done, all that. And that closes at 8. 8 o'clock usually. And then we clean up, bring it back home. It's 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. So I don't know if you did the math on that, but I start at 7, get done at 10. They're long days. But when you're in the industry in this part of the world, you're going to have a real busy 6-7 months. But the other time, you're not near as busy. So to have a work-life balance based around the food truck, you have to really make your time, make everything during the cold seasons like that, so you can spend time with your family, spend time with your kids, spend time with your dog. I don't know if you've seen her running around here yet, but you'll see her. So that's a couple of different things you want to realize when you do this. Don't get burnt out. You're going to work long hours, you're going to work long days, they're going to happen. And honestly, it's very rewarding when you see people truly come together, smile, have fun, all because of something that you've given them. And that's really worth that. That's something you can't explain, something you can't teach someone. You either have that want to see people happy or you don't. And that's just it. So if you enjoy staying busy, things going fast, seeing people happy, this is a great industry to get in. A little advice for some of the kids that want to get into this industry. Being 14, 15, 16 years old, one of the really nice things about this industry is you can go to a restaurant and say, hey, I want a job. This is something that I want to do later on in life. And honestly, there's a lot of them out there that'll take a chance on it just because you showed interest. However, like let's say you want to be a doctor. A 14, 15, 16-year-old wants to be a doctor. You're going to go to the hospital and say, hey, this is something I want to do. They're going to look at you like you smell, or you got to be admitted to the place. You know what I mean? They're not going to let you come in. They're not going to do all of that. However, if I had a kid come up to me, 14, 15 years old, and said, hey, this is something I can see myself doing later on. Can I apprentice through you or something? Realistically, someone wants to work, someone's showing interest in what you're doing, they're going to take a chance on you. I don't care. Because me personally, what I look for is energy when I go to hire someone. I don't care what their past is. I don't care what their background is. I want good energy. If you don't have the energy that I'm looking for, the upbeat attitude, the happiness, wanting to smile, honestly, I'll pass, and I don't care if you have the best resume there is. I look for an energy because it's all you're going to be with this person a lot. You're going to be right next to them. You're going to be within 5 feet of this person for hours at a time. And if their energy isn't great, it's not going to be good. I can teach anything I want. I look for energy because if everyone has great energy, good results happen. All right, guys. So I was told to share my best recipe. Not necessarily give you my best recipe, but I guess things that I enjoy cooking, things that are some of my favorite. Some of my absolute favorites are chili con porco, verde pork, green meat, depending on where you're from, what it's called. But that's one of my absolute favorites. That's a go-to for me every time I want to make something that's always there. And let's be honest, we have the best pork in the world here in South Dakota. Why would we not make it? However, depending on who you ask, my favorite, or what their favorite dish that I make, like my daughter Emily, she loves my pierogi lasagna. My wife loves my chicken tacos. She loves my mac and cheese. It just kind of depends on what you're looking for. I will say some of the recipes that have won me some awards here. I'll show you a couple of awards. Like the first one here is from the Renaissance Festival. We won Best Vendor, and that there we were serving our world-class Chislic, our almost famous fries, and our garlic cheese curds, and people literally could not get enough of them. It was great. Our next award here, this one here, we had an Italian beef sandwich that we did, and this here we have the People's Choice award here for best sandwich from Lunches Served. That helped raise, I think it was $26,000, and see if I can get a hand behind it so you can read it. But this is our People's Choice. We had a Italian beef sandwich with a giardiniera served with our basil aioli. That was a really, really good sandwich. It was great. We also, on that same exact day, we won Judge's Choice. So we won People's Choice and Judge's Choice on the exact same day. It was the same thing, but here's another award. And then at our other chef's competition that we did last year, it was a dish that we made that turned out beautifully. It was kambuli pulao. It's a Mediterranean, Middle Eastern dish, and it had beef tenderloin in it. It had fried rice with carrots and raisins in it. We made a couple different sauces with it to give it a yin and yang look. This one turned out really well, and this is actually, we won People's Choice and Judge's Choice for the Sioux Falls region Chef's Choice winner. So anyway, here's just a couple of the awards. This is all what we won last year, and all things going, I hope to win at least this many awards again. You know, I'm really excited about this. One thing I want you guys to do is think, what is your favorite recipe? What is your favorite dish? Not what you like to make necessarily, but what you like to eat, and then perfect what you like to eat into making it your favorite dish to make. So that's one thing I want to at least challenge people while you have some extra time on your hands. Make something, be proud of it. Send a picture to me, I'm sure. Send something to Miss Meland, and she would have her send it back to me just so I can kind of see it. You know, I get excited watching people get happy and excited about cooking something. So literally anything you're cooking, even if it's nothing special, but something you made, send it. I'd love to see it, and I'm sure Miss Meland will send it to me. So please get excited about some of your favorite recipes, something that you like to do, and let's see what happens, okay? Thanks. One more thing I wanted to cover with you guys. With this e-learning, it makes things very interesting, very challenging, just because there's no notice, nothing of that sort to where you could put together a game plan, but we're all thrown into it together. So I'd like some suggestions from you guys on what you'd like to see from me or from Miss Meland, something we can do to help, first off, engage you guys, something you'd like to see, have fun with, and how we could go about doing it. So if you have any suggestions, please send something. We'd love to hear it. All right, talk to you guys later. Chef Dean's out.